In the heart of the Middle East, the Israel-Hamas conflict has been a point of contention for decades. The ripple effects of this conflict have not only echoed throughout the region, but have been felt across the world, influencing political, social, and even personal landscapes. In recent years, these reverberations have become more pronounced within the United States, raising concerns of domestic disturbances linked to this international conflict. The first alarm bell was rung by FBI Director Wray, who, dating back to October 7th, noted a notable increase in the threat level. Wray's warnings were not unfounded. Historical patterns have shown that international conflicts, such as the one between Israel and Hamas, often incite violence and protests worldwide. A case in point is the violent clashes that erupted at UCLA. A pro-Palestinian encampment and pro-Israeli counter-protesters came head-to-head, leading to disturbing scenes of violence. One student was beaten, another trampled, underlining the potential for these protests to devolve into violent encounters. The response from law enforcement agencies was swift. Both the LAPD and the CHP intervened, establishing skirmish lines and arresting several individuals not affiliated with the universities. This involvement of non-students raises questions about the role of the broader community in campus demonstrations. Meanwhile, the political landscape was not left untouched. House Republicans launched an investigation into federal funding for universities known as hotbeds for anti-Israel protests. The potential reduction in funding could affect not only these institutions but also the wider educational community. The protests also ignited a debate on U.S. foreign policy, particularly the financial aid extended to Israel. Pro-Palestinian groups argue that this aid perpetuates the violence and results in more civilian casualties in Gaza. This stance has fueled national discourse on America's role in international conflicts and its domestic repercussions. As we move closer to the election season, the increase in intensity and frequency of threats related to the conflict creates a precarious situation. With former President Donald Trump and President Joe Biden gearing up for their campaign trails, there is a concern that these rallies could become flashpoints for further protests and violence. To conclude, the recent events serve as a stark reminder of the volatile nature of international conflicts and their ability to disrupt domestic peace and security. As the situation unfolds, the need for communities, law enforcement, and political leaders to work in unison to manage these tensions and prevent further violence is more crucial than ever. As the world watches, staying informed and engaged with the evolving situation is the key to understanding the complex dynamics at play, and remember to like and subscribe to stay updated with the latest developments.